Yo, what's going on, y'all? Negro time. Yeah, I mean CP time. I mean, sorry, folks. Your boy is listen, man. I got called into work early, man. All right, I had to go to work last night at like 9. I didn't get off till 7 in the morning. I was tired.
It's all good, bro.
That nigga literally just woke up like 30 minutes ago. So, I mean, pardon me for my lateness. You know what I mean?
Bro. Yeah.
Hey.
Pardon your boy. I was, you know what I mean?
Bro, no worries, bro.
But you know, we here. Holla at your boy on that Marvel Rivals. I'm on there.
Oh, let's go.
Come on, after all that.
Yo, we on this joint. We on this.
I got a new character now. I'm on there.
Who you with?
I've been rocking out with what's Psylocke.
Oh, wow, it's over.
I'm nice with her.
I mean, he was already nice with Mantis, so that's about to be diabolical.
Definitely.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm on that joint. But right now we on this joint. You know,
This.
what it sound like? Pie Kizzle. I mean, we got Craig Turner in the building. I mean, AKA
That's crazy.
AKA. That's what your name say.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what it say. It say don't what it say.
Wow.
Cheers.
Got the whole government right there. You know what I mean? Shout out to Conman, shout out to Zell Mao. You know what I mean? Shout out to the everybody. You know what I mean? We here. Woo, shit. But you know, it's just you know what I mean? It's a short one. We ain't gonna be take too much of y'all time, man. You know, it's a few things to talk about. You know what I mean? That happened over the course of the week. Let's not ask computer. Here we go. Already with the bullshit. We need a new laptop. You know what I mean? First things first, though. What's up with y'all, man? You know, everybody's the oldest YN, they call him.
Who? What? Wait, what?
the oldest YN.
They call him the oldest YN, Jim Jones. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with your man? He got on the podcast recently with
Whomst man's?
that's your man.
For whomst is this their man?
Y'all know Jim Jones got more hits than Nas, right?
Yeah, Jim Jones said he got you know what I mean? He got more hits than Nas,
right now.
and that anybody that came out in his class, he'll out rap him. But hold on, I'll give you.
Okay, man. Yo, nah, don't do that. You usually stay silent in the first bit. You can't be shaking your head. I don't know if y'all saw that. Are you gonna pull it up? Oh,
What am I looking at? Is that
Where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
we gonna get the medium Joseph in a minute. Yeah, you know some things to talk about with medium Joseph in
there
a minute.
sure are.
Yeah, I mean,
funny.
but for now, we gonna talk about we gonna get to this. But yeah, we got some things to talk about when it comes to medium Joseph. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's my young boy.
Big hits.
He's wild.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me that young kid out. He
was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. period. I never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
You know what I mean?
A lot
Like,
of them don't.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
it's the era.
Some music.
No.
There's some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some
for you.
kids that love
My
hip
son's
hop,
20, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
know?
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son,
they know about
my
Nas.
son can't tell
But-
you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like,
let's
keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck, because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to
Miscommunication.
Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget, I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear they.
All right. So you heard what he said, right? Check the entries.
And
Check the entries.
and
Well, let's go. Yeah, I mean, so you got Nas, you got Jim Jones, Billboard entries,
wow,
singles released, platinum albums.
well,
I mean, so we checked the numbers, Jim. We did what you said.
said check the numbers.
Wait, so
bitch.
Jim Jones was wrong?
Yeah,
Jones is
we checked the numbers, Jim.
vote like
Nas got way more Billboard hits. He got way more platinum albums. So I don't know.
I'm not sure what metric he's using to.
I don't know where.
He's talking about influence, guys.
No, he said number one.
He said check the records. He said check the
number
numbers.
You go look at how many singles released, how many of them charted higher. Jim Jones did better.
He's saying that if you put Nas against people from his class and then put him against people from his class, he will come up further than the classes on per capita.
Yeah, but he also said check the Billboard numbers, check my entries, and we did it. We checked them.
I can't believe.
You know what I mean? And you got 2 Hot 100s. You got 2 platinum singles, and your man that you compared yourself to, as you see, got double what you got. You know what I mean? Triple even. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So I was like, but then we had even more crash out from Jim. Yeah, I mean, if you 40 and up arguing with me, because he was on Shannon Sharp's podcast the other day.
So what a nigga that's putting up? You are 40 and up. What are you talking about?
He said, if you 40 and up arguing with me about Nas, that's him responding to because he was on Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco's podcast, and him and Shannon Sharp had a back and forth about him and Nas. So this was the response to the podcast. But he said, if you 40 and up arguing with me about Nas, y'all already lost. Y'all fell for the bait. You know what I mean? Not BAIT bait, but
No, not the correct one.
You know what I mean?
He said.
Y'all fell for the bait. My streams go up every time I got viral. I'm teaching you older artists a lesson. I'm marketing. Y'all so stuck in yesterday. Y'all mad at the way things run today. Tighten up. So basically, he's saying
He's trying to put as a troll.
he's saying he trolling the troll. The crash out is a troll to make his streams go up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
As a
Hate that when someone is losing so bad they pretend like that's what I wanted all along.
is that the new strategy for artists now? Act like
It's
you
been
trolling,
it's been
so
that for a
your
long time.
streams. You know what I mean?
It's been that for a long time.
He's just wrong. Like he probably read like one of those posts that just has like letters above like a contrast of dark background and just no source, and it was just like Jim Jones has more records than Nas, and he was just like, that's probably true.
Yo, so is Jim
Like, and he just said it.
is Jim Jones the most successful out of Dipset?
Jim Jones has the fuzziest braids.
Yeah, I mean, solo wise, it's a argument between him and Cam.
Jim Jones.
But yeah, I say he's right and wrong at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's right in the sense of, yeah, like that is how you play the game nowadays. As far as marketing and all that shit, he's not the only artist that does the shit. One of the artists that we brought up not too long ago, DDG. We don't talk about this nigga. We don't listen to his music, but the controversy literally keeps this nigga name alive. It makes this nigga relative. So it's like, even if you're not necessarily a fan of this nigga, because there's so much controversy that revolves around this nigga, it makes you want to bring up this nigga shit. Same thing with Jim Jones and shit. I don't listen to Jim Jones, but the fact that we comparing this nigga to Nas, like nobody would put these two niggas in the conversation. But because now has been made a conversation, we're literally having conversations about Nas and Jim Jones when these niggas don't belong in the same conversation. So Jim Jones, yeah. But what's funny is the only thing that I find funny about the narrative that he paints is that he's uplifting the youth community. You feel me? A lot of these conversations is like, oh yeah, you know, the youngins and you know, with my kids, okay, cool. But when he paints the story, he's like, well, Nas' first album came out when I was in high school, you heard? And I'm like, y'all niggas like 3 years apart. You said
Right.
You made this nigga sound like he's such an old head. Like,
let's go to
separate generations.
These niggas 3 years. They separated by 3 years.
You mean a nigga that just graduated?
They were in the same high school.
They were in the same high school. Like he was just graduating, and you were like,
nigga just graduated.
Like,
y'all, you like, man, that old ass nigga.
No,
like, that's crazy.
Yo, somebody tell Jimothy they literally in the same class.
Yeah,
they in the same school at the same time. Like it's fine.
Somebody
story like, yeah, he went crazy when he first. But when I did my thing, nigga, y'all was in the same.
Right, you 3 years younger than that man, dog. Like
that's the only thing that makes me laugh about it.
In the same sentence as a person.
Somebody had to remind him.
The sort of accolades that you see on the left.
Whoever put the age there, hilarious, because they didn't have to do that.
Let's let's take it from the fact that they're actually peers. They're not generations. They're not
talking about my kids. Do my kids listen to Nas? Y'all, he should.
That is literally a personal failing because you knew Nas. Basically, y'all were in the same school, and you gonna act like don't nobody know no Nas. That's your bad.
You sound crazy.
And no one else's.
I'm bad parenting.
But yeah, this is really an indictment on Jim Jones as a person more than anything else.
Right.
An absolute character assassination. A self-assassination? What do you call it? Character suicide. Like I don't know.
Pregnant bitch in the club.
All right, well, Jim Jones. Everybody that's real rap, real hip hop fans, we all know that in no way, shape, or form are you even in the same class as Nas. We know that. Y'all just from the same city.
Right. This is the one time y'all not in the same school as each other.
The only reason why you compared to Nas is because y'all both from New York.
Y'all just know that's the
the only comparison y'all got. Y'all both New York niggas. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, Nas is a name that shouldn't even, come out your mouth. Paying homage to that nigga.
It was both in their 20s at the same time. Like,
Right. I mean,
so,
it's like, come on, dog. Like, he tried to spin it like Nas 65 or some shit. Like,
Right?
Yeah.
Like who heard of Nas? What the fuck is a Nas?
like this nigga
You know what
fucking,
a Nas was?
balling. Like, what?
yeah, we fly, pop champagne. You know what I mean?
Jim
But
Jones, fucking mess.
yeah, so that's Jim Jones. But we got
Where's
some
Jim
other
Jones
stuff
now?
to
Like,
get
I
to.
mean, it's not the first time. Didn't he do the same thing on the Breakfast Club?
what
He
is
tried
Jim
to do that against, like, I don't know if it was Scarface or something like that. And he was like, "Man, you can't name me three songs from this dude." And
It
then
was
Charlamagne like
Pusha
named
T.
multiple songs.
He was talking about Pusha T.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Can I
it's
ask y'all
like,
something? Can I
yeah.
ask y'all something real quick before we get too far? What is Jim Jones?
Stop.
Like, what is he?
He the oldest YN.
No.
Like,
I mean, like-
ethnicity wise,
Like ethnically, like, what is
He
he?
black.
Is he?
I don't think he's just black.
He not,
Yeah.
bro. He not
Wait,
black.
He probably mixed with Rican or some shit. Some
He looks
type
like
of Hispanic.
That's not a. I seen
He
plenty
looks like
Ricans in my day,
somebody's Republic of something or other.
bro.
No, he probably. Let's look up Jim Jones.
Dominican or something,
Dominican.
or Arabian or something. Bro.
You're doing the red brown thing. All right,
Arabian is
never
crazy.
mind. Let's move
He
on.
looked like a Ian, like a
His
Let's
name is Jim Jones. Is Joseph Guillermo Jones.
do that.
Guillermo.
So I guarantee you, he's Spanish.
The hype man.
He probably Mexican. Right?
Sounds Italian.
Would you
Jones, the son of a Aruban mother and Puerto Rican father.
A Reuben.
Arabian?
So
What
Yeah,
is a
it's-
Reuben?
No, Aruba.
Is
Aruba.
a Arubian? Is a Arubian? I told you.
yeah, so he's Puerto Rican and Aruban.
Yeah.
What
he
is
not-
that?
he
Are we
not-
talking about Jim Jones? We're
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait.
this.
I just
Yeah,
noticed.
Jim Jones.
I just
Jim
noticed you said two things that neither was black. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, Spanish niggas love saying.
Yeah,
Enjoy
Puerto Ricans, they on the cusp.
You know, Spanish niggas love being
I
black
love West Indians.
until it's time to be
Are they
black.
black though?
But on to other news.
I know.
Yeah,
black.
To
man.
an actual Puerto Rican.
They don't want to be black either.
I know.
Yeah,
black.
man.
Like Dominican.
You know, real Diddy like these accusations.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But Fat Joe's former hype man, ex-hype man, sues him for 20 mil, claims he was forced into over 4,000 sex acts, and says that Fat Joe bought a BBL for a 15-year-old girl.
All of that sounds
All right, yo,
correct.
that's just irresponsible. You shouldn't do that.
Right. Her body's gonna change after that. It's a waste of money.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All of this sounds very much believable. Nothing about it sounds unlikely. Fat Joe looks like a scoundrel.
Oh, wait. Fat Joe always seemed like the voice of reason, and
No.
not.
No,
Fat Joe's a scoundrel.
no. Fat Joe looks like a scoundrel. He looks like a liar and a scoundrel. He looks like he tells lies.
But here in a statement here it says, most shockingly, the suit claims Dixon personally witnessed Fat Joe engage in sexual relations with children who were 15 and 16 years old. Lists 3 such Jane Does, including a 16-year-old Dominican girl in New York, who, in exchange for cash, clothing, and payment of her cell phone bill, would perform oral sex and other sex acts on Fat Joe. You know what I mean? Minor Doe 2 is a Caucasian female and not a United States citizen that Fat Joe began having a relationship with when she was 15 years old after a concert overseas. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
Nothing about this sounds far-fetched or unlikely or unreasonable or far-fetched. Like it sounds very on par for every single thing that I can think of. You see a person that you find attractive, and whether or not you determine how old they are, whether or not you know that they're too young, you just act on it. You get what you want from it. Like, it's just so gross.
And this is what Fat Joe said one time in a verse.
Give her
Now
some-
she was only 16. I had to nurture that, give her some growth.
Waited till I
Till I
touched
touched the cat. Told she was going to have to work if she going to get ahead. Then she drove me berserk when she You know what I mean?
He needs some help. That was all after she was 16. Look, he said he waited.
Do you know what the word for that is, my love? It's called grooming. It's
She had, but he had to nurture that though.
Wait. I take it all back because he said I waited.
I had to nurture that.
So, but then he did get the head.
Right.
Berserk wouldn't get the head. So yeah, nah.
Yeah, I mean, so
out of here.
No, the answer
as 50 Cent once famously said, whatever he said, whatever they said he did that shit.
He didn't. He waited to touch the cat. He didn't wait.
He waited. Yeah, he at least he waited to touch the cat.
I literally don't need to split those.
You gotta understand there's a difference.
I don't actually, because either way you can interpret it, it's already more wrong than it should have been.
Right.
He waited
off the board.
So Fat Joe is a groomer.
Joe looked like a scrupulous individual.
Fat Joe's a groomer, basically.
Fat Joe is a ghoul, a monster.
What is Fat Joe? Is he?
Oh my God.
He Italian, Puerto Rican, I think, something like that.
Italian, yeah. See,
Puerto Rican.
He wasn't supposed to be over here.
Yeah.
What are you doing today?
He was Italian.
Did you watch Fox News by mistake? What are you doing?
What is Fat Joe? Let's look up what Fat Joe is.
Thank you.
Fat Joe is Puerto Rican and Cuban.
Oh,
do you know how much of your fan base is like West Indian and adjacent? Like,
is Cuban? All right. Is Cuban black?
No, black is black. What are we doing?
That's all I'm saying. Are we going to offend them? We just want to know if they black or not.
No.
Man, shout out to my Cuban homies, even though some of y'all voted for the bull. You know what I mean? Some of y'all voted for the bull, but shout out to my
Cuban homies. What is happening right now?
Yeah, I mean,
what I would
know what happened. You know what the Cubans was? They was fucking a bull.
Y'all, this is not a political podcast.
I'm just saying, shout out to my Cuban homies, but they voted for the bull though. Yeah, I mean, some of them.
Of course.
Nah, if they are homies, they didn't vote for the bull though.
Yeah, you're right. Y'all ain't my homies.
So in other news,
right.
Related this week on.
But just know we do got Cuban homies though.
We do.
Yeah. Don't get it.
Yeah, don't get it twisted.
All right, pass the mic back to Mal.
All right, we're gonna stop talking about Cuban homies for a minute. My bad. But back to the one Cuban that's on the chopping block right now.
Oh yeah,
Fat Joseph.
Oh, he got y'all looking crazy. All right, look.
Yeah, I mean,
Fat Joe.
But according to his homies, he said that he's in good spirits right now amidst the allegations. He said he chilling. You know what I mean? Fat Joe said he unbothered right now. He said the truth gonna set you free.
I don't care. This is nothing.
All right, bro. You can take the lyrics down.
The after the fact.
That's what he said, man.
Which is why I don't care what his defense is. Like it's no longer interesting. It's like, oh, in other news, fuck Fat Joe. Next piece of news, it's that.
I'm saying black people didn't take a hit with that one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna just say this. You know what I mean? Because we are advocates for justice. You know what I mean? A lot of this shit sound like some very Diddy like shit. Some very Jeffrey Epstein type.
Wasn't they cool though?
Cut Fat Joe's head off with a fucking guillotine and keep it moving. Like, I don't give a.
I mean, this shit should be if all the shit allegations, accusations is true. Yeah, throw that man under the jail. Get him off these podcasts.
Only if
get him off whatever media publications he on. Just get him
case.
off. Don't even lean back if this shit is true. Yeah, I mean, don't.
I think it's kind of whack.
Don't lean back.
It's his hype man that's coming out. I would appreciate it if it was any of the young ladies that went through that to come out to actually speak on it, because it sounds like the hype man's just looking for a payout.
Yeah, man.
Like,
sometimes
I thought the thing said that the hype man himself also engaged in said acts. These reveals about other young girls were simply just like discovery that he was
So he also messed with the little girls?
He was engaging in the acts along with Fat Joe. You know what I mean? But he's
fucking with a little girl.
According to him, he was coerced into the acts, but he was, you know what I mean?
Oh, nigga, that's That's some crazy shit. I'ma sue you for making me have sex with like you outing yourself, bro. Like that's a crime.
Well, yes,
You
that's the
can't be
point.
forced to do a
He's
crime.
admitting
Hey, but
that
sometimes you got a whistleblower. You got to blow the whistle on
Nah,
yourself
gang.
too.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
that's stupidity
This
on
was
a
happening
different
over
level.
here.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm culpable.
Wait,
That's
I
crazy.
can't live with myself no
you
more.
do a thing that's bad and then you feel bad about it. You're like, I'm gonna tell, and that includes on myself.
You go to jail. You take yourself to the precinct and you say,
You go to
hey,
jail.
I did said act. I belong in jail. You don't.
So what would
Hey,
you?
I
What
want
would
to
you rather
No,
do?
sue for
this
this,
is a lawsuit. This is not a
and
charge.
then get immunity for
It's
sue.
not a
Look,
charge.
look at it.
This isn't a
You're
charge.
suing
It's
somebody.
not a
You're
charge.
suing somebody
Yeah,
for
nobody's been
committing
charged or
Hold
convicted
on.
of anything.
Hold the phone there. This is not a charge. He's not been charged by the state. He's
Right.
being sued by a person who
That's what I'm saying.
claims that they can prove that these things happened. If that is the case, then I suppose charges could then follow, but a person has no right to, charge you with a crime.
I don't know, yo. 50 Cent said,
But listen to what I'm saying. You stayed employed with this man and continue to get money, and then now you're asking for an additional 20 million for things that you had did while still employed by this person. If you did not want to continue these acts, if this person did not put a gun to your fucking head or anything like that, if your life wasn't in danger, you should not have done said acts, nigga. Like
Well,
that's criminal to me. Like
That's
you
not
just
how
sound like a
coercion
whole criminal. You
it sound
did
like
said
you don't
acts
wanna
with
do the
young
job.
kids, and now on top of that, you're extorting somebody for more money. You're a criminal.
That's not little. Like coercion is literally that thing. Is you using your power over another person to do
Well, what if
things
you like,
that
all right,
make them
well, I'm
comfortable.
done with this shit. I'm leaving. After all that shit, all right, I gotta
Money,
go. Yeah.
coercion is money and things of that
No, and
nature.
he-
If his life was not at risk,
he
I'm
could
not
lose-
jacking that.
No, he could lose the lawsuit. I mean, this is a lawsuit. It's just a lawsuit. He could lose. The jury could say based off everything you said.
I think it's gross. If he's saying he did said acts, that's gross.
We don't
Go to
think he should
jail.
be awarded damages. I think it sounds gross that
No, nobody going to jail. They just gotta pay bread.
I think the person who is suing is probably in some weird middle space of like that shit wasn't cool, but I was also willing to do it. So like,
Nah, it sounds like this boy just
Go
trying
to
to get.
jail.
So like he trying to get bread, and he
Go
like
to jail.
out myself too much. So he playing with a
because
thing to like try to get paid from
it's
it.
possible, but that's sort of the problem with lawsuits is that when they start their
I don't think
discovery
this-
process, when they literally look it up, they will find out if you were like.
I don't think this is just like a
if
good
you were
guy.
trying
Just
to be down.
I see the error in my
I was
ways
nudged into
and
this,
shit.
and
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's just trying to get.
If he did said X with said
Don't gotta
15-year-olds, and he's
But yeah,
like, well, I
that
blame
is
Fat
illegal.
Joe for putting me in this predicament, bro. Even in the military, speaking from a military perspective, there is a thing that is called an unlawful order, meaning that I could be coerced. They can threaten me. They could try to force me to scare me to do something. But if I see it as an immoral or unlawful order, I still have the choice to say no. And whatever consequences come with that, you come with that. But you didn't make that choice. You decided to do the shit and stay employed with the nigga. And now you trying to sue him for said things that you did while still unemployed.
You didn't turn yourself in. You didn't turn yourself to jail.
Nazis post war were like copping pleas. Like I was just following orders, girl. I don't know what I was just trying to do what I was told to do.
No, fuck that.
So this could be that maybe he thinks that there are some Diddy like consequences coming down for Fat Joe because, in my opinion,
ain't
this
nobody
is
forcing a hype man to do shit. You a hype man, bro. You exposing him.
Like, okay, the fact that it's like the hype man making the lawsuit is kind of burying the lead when the fact is that what he's alleging is that there was underage statutory rape happening. Like he's trying to, it sounds like he's trying to like mitigate the culpability for himself, but he is saying that yes, we did have sex with 15 and 16-year-olds, but I didn't want to. When the point is, who was having sex with 15 and 16-year-olds? Like, we're going to go back to that
like,
part.
if you ain't want to, I'm pretty sure you would have found your way out of that.
I don't care about that part. I'm talking about the fact, like, wait, where are the 15 and 16-year-olds? I'll put you both in jail. Like, both of you can go to jail.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like,
but then nobody's calling for jail right now.
But that's because there's been no. That's what I'm saying. So
like, I feel like if he would go turn himself in, like I did this, did that, and then I think Fat Joe would go down off of that.
That's why
somebody just turned himself in just now.
That's why he hasn't gone to the police to press charges. He is trying to file a
which is what I'm saying with immunity, because like you said, this is the same thing that happened with the Cassie thing. She came at him with suing him at first. She sued him at first. How is it not?
Because these are criminal acts that you may not be able to prove to like the police. So they're like, oh, well, we can't do anything until you have a recorded video of someone committing the crime. And she's like, well, I don't have that. I'm not allowed to keep those. So you do like a civil suit, but in the discovery of the civil suit, literal evidence of actionable crimes comes out, like things that the state actually can prosecute. Like she just wanted a lawsuit against Diddy, but because of the wealth of evidence against him, a federal suit like by the state actually began in separate, or rather in tandem with her suit, because the things that he was doing were to her that she was just trying to get like a civil lawsuit for were related to the greater federal felonies that he was committing. So like she wasn't trying to get him, necessarily sent to jail. She was just trying to get the financial payout so that she could use like for therapy and pain and suffering. Like these, like she didn't instigate a criminal.
Whatever you think her motives was, that's neither here nor there. Where I'm saying that it's the same is that it starts off with a suit. After it goes from a suit, said crimes can elevate to now being a crime. So I'm saying in that aspect, it could be the same. And then you are now excluding yourself with immunity because you were the person who lawyered up to come out about these things. And therefore, now you are safe from allegations. And I do believe that Fat Joe, we know Fat Joe has done drugs, all types, like sold drugs and all. So it's like that definitely could turn into a RICO. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if he doesn't fucking do the same thing as Diddy, which is, oh yeah, let me just go ahead and pay whatever it is that this motherfucker is asking for, come to an agreement. Yeah, it could turn into something else. If somebody's your hype man for said years and you've done criminal shit that is statutory rape, selling drugs, whatever you are, yeah, you're going under a RICO, nigga. It could be the same thing, and I'm sure it might have an association to Diddy as well.
I mean, either way, both of them niggas need to be. If you're doing anything sexually to any underage person, you need to be thrown under the jail. So, regardless. And a lot of times with these situations, like in the Diddy situation, a lot of the stuff gotta happen before you throw these charges on. Like, you gotta get the evidence first. Like, and then the prosecutors or state or whatever, they can move forward with whatever investigation, whatever charges they try and drop on you. Like, all right, now we got something. We can go forward with this. We can go forward. That's what happened to Diddy. Niggas was whistleblowing. They had the whole, what's the dude, before Cassie, it was that whole case with the dude, what's his name, Lil Rod, whatever his name was. He had the case with him where he basically was, he said a lot of shit, same shit that Cassie was saying, that he was forced into doing this and that, and then that opened up the whole investigation. But if Fat Joe if he's engaging in other nefarious activities, I'm pretty sure it'll come out. You know what I mean? Everything comes to light sooner or later. You know what I mean? But if this is the only shit he getting into, regardless, punishment needs to be handed out to him and the motherfucker that was engaging in the shit. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know if dude gonna get full immunity or something for cooperating, or I mean, because you still was doing what the fuck you was doing. You said you was engaging in the shit too. So, you know what I mean? But that's either, you know.
See, I think that's part of the. I think we're maybe misinterpreting some of this information because it's a civil suit. He wouldn't necessarily be agreeing to having done illegal things on purpose, like without. Like, okay, I haven't read the suit. Like, I haven't read the filing, but it's he's not being pursued for criminal charges yet. By looking for civil charges, he just wants like pain and suffering damages and shit. So he would not admit to like willingly doing things. It would all be like under duress or under threat or whatever. Like I don't know. It does not, something in the milk isn't clean here, but it doesn't strike me as like all fabricated either.
Yeah, I don't think it's fabricated at all.
Like do with that. But it's not like being pursued criminal. Like you don't have to prove like we did this and this. You can provide those things, but like they're not necessarily seeking those things out. Yeah.
Either way, whatever is proved, both of them niggas some freaky niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go under the jail.
That's my takeaway. If you did what saying was done, you need to be locked up. You know what I mean? You don't need to be on nobody's podcast. I don't need to see you talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Your ass need to be in cuffs, in a cell, getting your ass whooped. You know what I mean? That's where you need to be. You know what I mean? I don't listen to Fat Joe anyway, so I mean, it ain't even, you know. So this just affirms for me not to listen to. You know what I mean? You know, I'm good. Like don't play no lean back around me, nigga.
Bro, this Italian boy, bro.
Anyway.
I'm not with Fat Joe, bro.
Man, don't play that shit around me. But listen, I got a question. You know what I mean? Because once upon a time, like around last year, you know what I mean, it was like June. No, it was like May. You know what I mean? May, April sometime. And like it was this boy, he had released a song called Push Ups, right? And in said song, he had said to this artist, I get more love in the city that you from, nigga. You know what I mean? So, you know, and then, you know what I mean, about a year later, you know what I mean, after the whole thing transpired, you know what I mean, said artist went to, you know what I mean, the other artist's city. You know what I mean? Had a whole concert, 2 nights. You know what I mean? And we seen the love that said artist got in that person's city. So I'm just saying, you know, why you say that? But we're gonna show you the love that the man got in that man's city. You know what I mean? And the man I'm talking about obviously is
Kendrick Lamar.
You know what I mean, the runaway rapper of the decade right now. You know what I mean? You know, Kendrick Lamar made his victory lap stop in Toronto 2 nights. And before we get to this, I just want to say this because I've been wanting to, you know, say this for a couple days. All you nut ass niggas on the internet talk about he had this police escort, you know what I mean, to go back to New York, blah, blah, blah. Bro, shut up. You know what I mean? Shut up. All you niggas swear that y'all so tough, that y'all so gangster that, you know what I mean, y'all would go to other niggas' city and act bad, do this and that. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Y'all don't realize that this man is a multi-million-dollar product. You know what I mean? An asset that probably the label wanted to protect, so they probably provided the convoy, the security, or whatever. And anyway, why are we frowning upon people for wanting to be safe and not be stupid? Like, you know what I mean? All y'all niggas want to crash out so much and be tough and do all this dumb shit, you know what I mean, that you don't recognize protecting an investment when you see one. Like, you know what I mean, Kendrick, them niggas never, during the whole course of the rap beef, they never gave you this type of discourse that they was about to be on some, you know what I mean, even though Kendrick did say he wanted to run the fade, but you know what I mean, I guess Drake declined. But I say that to say this. Y'all gotta cut this fake tough guy shit out. Like, you know what I mean, neither one of them niggas claimed that they was this big bad gangster motherfucker that was going to shoot up shit whenever they got in their city. Like, you know what I mean, and for y'all to be trying to criticize a nigga for having security is just stupid to me. Like, you know what I mean, when every other artist would do the same fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Drake got a team of cops and security every concert that this nigga does.
Right.
Most fucking artists at that level does. And I still don't understand what's the difference of, nigga, if you roll, most gangster ass rappers that people love and claim and shit like that roll with an entourage of thugs, nigga. That's still security, my nigga. So if you want to say, like, that's just dumb. It's a false equivalence. Like, you can't sit here and be like, oh, I'm knocking this nigga for doing it the right way. Like, you feel me? Like, regardless, it's stupid to go to any other nigga city or do anywhere if you making money and just not having no sense of security or protection, nigga. That's dumb.
I come to find out during this whole beef, a lot of shit that's regular that any other artist would do, it gets frowned upon because Kendrick did it.
Exactly.
That's all. As soon as he do it, it's a problem. But if somebody else do it, we don't talk about it. But if Kendrick do it, you know what I mean? But let's get to it. I mean, he was in Toronto, not like us.
Drop.
That nigga is a troll.
I see
That's crazy. You know what's crazy is that he doesn't even come to the foul. He just lets the crowd do it. Hey, great. He was out that bitch rolled out. That's crazy. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, they not like us, man. In Canada, in the boys' hometown, whole crowd singing it. You know what I mean? Even they gave him a standing ovation afterward. They
Nothing
said,
about that surprised me. I mean, like I guess it sounds good to say out loud, like your city loves me more than you love you, whatever. But Kendrick is one of the highest selling touring artists in the world. That song is one of the highest charting songs in the world. He's on tour performing that song. Like, absolutely nothing about that is surprising. It's exactly what you thought it would be. And quite frankly, that clip that we just saw, pretty fucking low energy for me. I guess it was the like floor seats, where everyone who could
Yeah.
afford was there, and they were just kind of enjoying the recording of themselves being there during it. Didn't really seem like they were there for the fucking the reality of the thing. Like, what an actual delicious moment it is to be here enjoying this. I just
I mean,
meh.
they was as hype as I think white people should be for a song like that. You know what I
That's what I'm
mean?
saying. Why
Like,
was that mostly like idiot or
it's
white people? Like, girl, boo. Moo. I'm not. That doesn't
no,
move.
no. What I'm saying is like that's the cadence and stuff of that song is not a beat where I can see white people going, jumping up and down and doing all the stuff like really being enthused. You feel what I'm saying? Still hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Canada is not like a hip hop place for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I love that he got the love he deserved. Me and Zell was talking about going out there. I wish we would have, but I'm glad that it wasn't on the type of time I thought it was gonna be on, because that's kind of what I was gonna be there for. And also referencing back to the conversation about the security thing. If Drake gets drive-by shots in front of his house in Canada, and that's where he from, then for y'all niggas to think that another nigga out of state won't go to Canada with security is ridiculous to even fathom that. But yeah, good shit for Kendrick, good shit for SZA. You know what I'm saying? Their concert's doing really well. And yeah, popped out and show niggas.
I mean,
Respectful.
sometimes you do gotta pop out and show niggas in their own city.
In
You know
their
what I mean?
own city.
Pop out in their own city and show them.
They ain't get booed or nothing.
You know what I mean?
I would never expect him to be booed out of Toronto. I wouldn't expect him.
I mean, but it's Drake. I thought he was the yeah. I mean,
I
You
did.
know what's crazy is that the narrative that they painted before this concert happened was, oh, Kendrick can't get no tickets sold out there. They keep dropping. And specifically, like Canadian podcasters, like, oh, he's corny. I'm not going to go. And any person that goes is corny for going. And there was a lot of like narrative being put out there to like disencourage people to go. So to see that still had the turnout that it did, yeah.
speaking of, I mean, Toronto, but your man Drizzy, he was mad. You know what I mean? He he sent a Instagram message to Jagmeet Singh. He is a former Canadian politician. He was at the concert. Drake called him
A politician was at the concert?
Yeah, a politician was at the concert. Drake was mad. You know what I mean? He messaged him, called him a goof. You know what I mean? And then a day after after Drake pressed him and called him a goof, he says he went to the concert for SZA, not Kendrick. You know what I mean? He was born in the city. He loved the city. Yeah, I mean, OVO and Drake lifted up the city.
Oh my
And for
god.
him, it'll always be Drake over Kendrick. Yeah, I mean, so he went to the concert for SZA, Drizzy. He ain't go. Yeah, I mean, you know,
These niggas is so
that was
like,
after
bro,
Drake called him a goof in his
these
in
niggas
his
from
inbox.
Canada is so corny, bro.
And to
Like
me, I just
Canada
feel
is
like
down bad right now. They got Tory Lanez, Drake. It's just not.
this nigga. Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy.
hey you,
What's up, brothers?
hey
That's
you,
exactly what I see. Are you
hey
fucking
you. That's the bit.
like, please? You are an elected official.
That's
This
crazy to me.
is horrendous.
Yo, the emojis killed me, dog. I'm
This is
sorry.
the worst thing I've seen.
He
I
proved Drake. He proved
Stop
Drake
the
right. That nigga is a goof.
fucking impeach this bitch. This is the shittiest shit I've ever seen. Get off your knees. Stand up, my brother.
Stand up.
It's terrible.
Stand up.
Stand up. Stand
Stand
up.
up.
This is terrible. Horrible.
Yeah, this the backtracking is he proved Drake right. That nigga is a goof. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You proved him right by doing that shit. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, you went to the concert because listen, a lot of people did. All right, you probably did go to the concert for SZA. Let's not act like SZA don't got fans. You know what I mean? So a lot of people did probably go for her, but come on.
Oh, amazingly bad. Amazing.
We know a lot of people went for the man.
Now I already know how the Drake fans gonna go. Like, you know, he had to add SZA to the car just to get people to go. Like, it's always gonna be so.
Yeah, that was already the narrative in the beginning when the tour first started. They was like, "Oh, he had to add SZA to make this tour sell." Like, okay, bro, all right.
I'm embarrassed.
When the Mr. Morale tour had already broke records by itself, but okay.
Bad. It's bad, friends. It's bad because you didn't have to ride the dick like this. You didn't do tricks on it. You didn't have to spin around. You didn't have to do any of that. You're not gonna get anything from this. No new
spin around is crazy.
You're not gonna win your district. It's not gonna do anything. It's just going to go.
That shit's crazy.
He gonna get some OVO funded.
This failed. Ultra ill. Amazing.
Well, see, here's the thing about it though. You could tell that that nigga, like, first of all, you're a politician. Why are you trying to get that close in association with Drake? First of all, that this nigga should be up on charges anyways. So that's one. Two, but I'm be honest, like, you know what I'm saying? But then two,
not someone to associate with.
Right, he should have, get off his dick. It's
great.
Anyways, the second part about that is the nigga did respond to you the first time you talked to this nigga. So why, when this nigga finally responds to you on some goofy shit, you gonna suck his dick some more?
That's what I said. You messaged him like a billion
you
years.
double back on sucking dick? That's crazy.
He said nothing. And years later, like 5 years later,
right,
he responded to that express DM, which means he saved it. He didn't delete it. He went back to that same one just to say, "You're a goof," and then post it publicly. How dare you get on your knees? I hate it. I hate it bad. I hate it.
I just wonder, did Drake send that message to other people in Toronto? I mean, did he call all the other citizens of Toronto's goofs?
Right.
Because they went to the concert. Yeah, I mean.
I hate it.
Also, I mean, there was during that time, reports came out from Kendrick's camp. Yeah, I mean, that Drake was sending threatening voice notes to Kendrick and his team, saying things like, I mean, they done started some shit they can't finish and all this other stuff. Yeah, I mean, basically, they said he was trying to sound like he was a mob boss in the voice notes that he sent. Yeah, I mean, to threaten Kendrick and his people. Yeah, I mean, but according to the folks, Kendrick just laughed and kept it moving.
Of course.
Nothing about Drake is threatening. Like
Right. What he gonna do? Chip a nail?
he's not like
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I would laugh hysterically if I got a voice note of Drake threatening me. Like I would literally get on camera and record myself laughing.
And then you gotta understand this ain't Drake you getting a voice message from. This is Aubrey Graham. Like
right.
you know how he talking in his regular voice. Come on, you guys.
No, he had the gangster Toronto
enough
accent.
is enough.
I have no idea what he sounds like off camera. Isn't that funny? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They said he was talking like he was a mob boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not believable.
But let's go. So the BET Awards happened, right? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said this was the best BET Awards in quite some time.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
I didn't watch it, but I seen some highlights, and I mean, the performances did look good. I ain't gonna hold you.
They
So
performances was top tier.
like, but we got the list of winners. Everybody that won an award at the BET, awards. You had your best female artist, won by SZA,
Right.
R&B artist, best male R&B artist, Chris Brown, best group, Future and Metro, even though they're not a group. Whatever. Best collaboration, Luther, won by Kendrick and SZA. Best male hip hop artist, Kendrick. Best female hip hop artist, Doechii.
This nigga be killing shit.
A lot of people.
that's why
There was a lot of discourse online between.
I'm not gonna lie, they make good, valid arguments. I'm not gonna lie.
They a lot of discourse online between the rap fans of Doechii and Glorilla. A lot of people believe that the best female hip hop artist should have went to Glorilla because and I'm be honest, Doechii did her thing. Alligator Bites, Never Heal was a banger, but if you compare her year last year to Glow, it's not even close. Like Glow should have won. Glow should have won hands down.
I think the significance, and this is going back to us talking about Wayne and Kendrick, is like some people have really good moments and they are consistent with that. And then you have another one who gets substance, and because the substance outweighs the moment, that's why people lean towards substance sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? Glorilla definitely was outdoing her musically, all of it. You feel me? Collaborations, all the shit. But you're not taking away from those songs what you took away from Doechii's moment. You feel what I'm saying? Like it was significant. You know what I'm saying? Her representation was significant. Like, you feel me? Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? I think in that regard, I'm not mad at Doechii getting it. You feel me? This ain't the this ain't the Lizzo versus Ari Lennox thing. You feel me? When obviously Ari Lennox should have got the award. You feel what I'm saying? But in this case, I wouldn't have been mad if either candidate would have got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they both deserve it. But if we are just talking about sonically and just giving accolades to who was the most consistent, yeah, it should have been Glorilla. But I'm not mad at it because Doechii has been working for a long time to finally get this moment. So I'm not gonna shit on her to you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. Like, I'm not mad at Doechii for winning because she deserves the award because she's been putting in her work. Obviously her craft shows that hey, I'm finally getting the recognition I deserve because she's that good. But also, Glow had a hell of a run last year. I just feel like, her winning, but we'll get to that. But Doechii won Best Female Artist, Hip Hop Artist. Video of the Year went to Not Like Us. Video Director of the Year, Dave Free.
My God.
Kendrick. Best New Artist went to Leon Thomas. Shout out to Leon
Which
Thomas.
is crazy to say new artist. Like, this nigga been around for a minute, but
that's usually the thing with new artists is like they've usually been making work consistently for 5 years or so by the time they win a new artist award.
Then we got Album of the Year, GNX. And then another thing that caused a little bit of controversy, the Bobby Jones Gospel Inspirational Award went to Glorilla and Kirk Franklin and the Maverick City Music for the Rain Down on Me. I mean,
She
now
got
there was
something.
some
I mean, why not necessarily? I mean,
there
yeah.
was some gospel artists that came out and said that, I mean, in order for the gospel genre to move forward, I mean, in the future, you have to start honoring and start recognizing more people in gospel and stop giving the awards to the same two or
I
three
agree.
gospel artists every
I
year.
agree.
I mean,
I
and
agree.
also, there was gospel artists that had a bigger impact in 2024 or whatever that should have won the
Yeah.
award, and it was kind of frowned upon in the gospel genre that someone that's not even a gospel artist won that award. Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
so like I understand, I mean, the frustration, and I also agree that every year when you see some type of gospel celebration for an artist, they either give the shit to Kirk Franklin or Marvin Sapp. Yeah, I mean, that's it. It's like the only two niggas in the gospel genre is them.
It's a popularity contest more than it is an actual impact. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
You know what I
Part of
mean?
that also sounds though to me like the thing when they said about giving Beyonce a country award though, like an artist is not typically known for that thing. Like, okay, yeah, Glorilla's not known for that thing, but she did do
The country, the white.
Yeah, but it was just a song, though. It was
she did
one.
do something of a gospel / inspirational song with Kirk Franklin. Rain Down on Me was as much a, gospel-y type song as one could generally expect it to sound like. And so if that happened to be the one that won this year, then it could be said that it could, I don't know, reach kids who don't actually listen to gospel music regularly and be like, oh, well, Glorilla and also this person called Kirk Franklin. Why don't you look at them? Maverick City Music, and why don't you look at them?
Also, shout out to Beyonce. Of course, I'm always shout out Beyonce, but the white motherfuckers were so mad that she won the country award that now
we didn't even talk about that.
They have two separate categories at the Grammys now.
They made a whole new Grammy category.
They made a whole new Grammy category because Beyonce won the album of the country album.
Now we're gonna do best traditional
country.
That's crazy.
Traditional. You know what I mean?
If you catch my meaning.
You know what I mean? White. Traditional, aka white.
Traditional.
Which is still crazy because black people have always done country music.
Black people invented country music.
We invented it. Like how? What? Like you mean y'all got back to y'all roots? Like what we doing? I don't get it. Like
if anybody deserves to do anything in country music, it's Beyonce. Like she is as country as it. She is a black woman. She's a black woman from Houston.
Like what is it?
She is a black woman from Houston, Texas. It don't get no more country than that.
Country
really doesn't, and they're like, I don't know.
What are we talking about? But
back in the day, country at that. She ain't no new artist. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't talking about a Houston, Atlanta, Vegas type lady. We talking about a woman from the country back in what, the 70s? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's when she was born. It's like, nigga, she's really country.
Beyonce was born in the 80s. Isn't that fun?
Okay. Something like that. I knew it was close.
But I just mean that's the shit. They act like she's not what traditional country is. They just don't like it.
Right.
They just don't want it to be the case. God damn it.
Shout out to Beyonce though. She the greatest. But Glorilla won that. Then you had Best Actress. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Cynthia, even though she said some. I mean, I still remember what you said about the blacks. You know what I mean? I still remember. You know what I mean? Even though Wicked was cool, I liked the movie.
Right.
I still remember what you said.
Full side eye. Like
I still remember what you said, Cynthia. So, you know what I mean? But Best Actor, Denzel.
Always.
You know I mean? Best Movie, Luther, Never Too Much. I didn't even know Luther Vandross. There was a movie out about Luther. Didn't even know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know
I
that
mean,
either.
we might have to watch it and review it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean that actually be fired. Actually,
I mean, so I'm gonna see where it's at. I mean, because I didn't even know Luther Vandross had a movie.
for it to get an award at that,
It on here. I could be. I do that sometimes.
it must have terrible fucking advertisement, bro. It must have had terrible
Yeah, the
advertisement.
marketing probably was
you know
ass.
what? And that means it could be on Apple TV.
Or
Because
Tubi.
that they don't advertise. Like,
Right.
oh no, Luther Never Too Much is currently available for streaming on Max and Hulu.
This much got as much advertisement as like
So
the
we got
Aaliyah
our
movie or
our
something.
topic for next week.
Hey, homework.
Luther Never Too Much will do the documentary review. You know what I mean?
Word.
So it's on YouTube, Hulu, Amazon Prime, and Max. So it's on a lot of different.
You gonna find
Yeah,
it.
we'll do that. We got that penciled in next week, so we'll review.
Never too much. Never too much.
You know what I mean? Talk about some Luther Vandross. Fuck it. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 98%. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
We're gonna check that out. But yeah, so Young Stars Award went to Blue Ivy Carter. Shout out to Blue Ivy.
Word.
You know, shout out to
It's
Blue.
better.
She doing her thing. She doing her thing on the tour.
You be
You know
hitting
what I mean?
that shit.
All I know is I'm just so jealous of the motherfuckers in Europe right now because y'all getting everything.
No.
They is-
She's doing a better show in Europe than she did over here, which is crazy, but it's not untrue, and I'm gonna say it because
Y'all getting everything over there. Y'all getting Jay-Z performances. They
Europe-
getting new merch.
better merch, better performance, better costuming, better all of it.
I'm gonna be honest. It's probably because she get more money out there.
Yeah, probably.
They probably pay her so
They
much
pay her
more to go out there and do a performance that day.
Yep, they probably leave her alone. They probably don't be all in her face. They just
Yeah.
no weird custom shit.
I know Kanye West used to do his a lot. I heard a lot of concerts like Kanye West, all that shit. Like when they do concerts in Europe, that's where they go crazy.
Yeah, that
'Cause, like,
European money is real.
Yeah, majority of their sales come from the white folks.
Yeah, most concert goers are the pale skinned people. You know what I mean? So, you know, they buy up the most music. You know what I mean? But it's just like, damn, B. I went to the LA show. The LA show was crazy. We gave her the standing ovation. You know what I mean? We loved it. You know what I mean? We got Roomy, we got Blue. You know what I mean? I was happy. You know what I mean? But we ain't get Hove.
Right.
Like Hove ain't come out.
Yeah. Y'all ain't have Hove money. You think you gonna have Hove and Beyonce? Come on, man. You gonna get the whole Carter family in LA?
You barely had Beyonce money.
I was
Right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all barely afford me. Like that's
You go to Europe. You go to Europe.
You're
to the Vegas show just to see.
You get all the
you know
shit.
what I mean? The last stop of the tour, I was gonna go to the Vegas show, but I decided, nah, we just gonna go to Philadelphia
you
instead.
gonna skip over Angel Reese. That's how you feel? That's crazy.
No, I mean we're gonna get to that. Yeah, I mean, but I was just saying we was gonna go to the Vegas show when she came back, but you know what I mean, all my niggas in Philly, I'm coming back. I'll be there. I'll be home in about 2 months.
Well, my
What?
boy.
What you going for?
You know, well, Jalen's birthday is in August, so you know what I mean. I want him to, he finally get to meet his grandparents, so
Yeah,
I mean, so that's why I'm coming out there. I mean,
That's
plus I
cool.
ain't seen my mom, my dad in 2 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's about time for me to come home and see my family. You know what I
Amen.
mean?
Amen.
But you know, also, yeah, I mean, I got a link with my man Zell while we out there. Yeah, I mean, play some Marvel Rival.
Don't trigger her.
No, Lala, I'll be there. They can, yeah, I mean, they can chill with the baby. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Me and Zell, I mean, we just hop on Rival.
That's
Yeah. I already got it planned out. You know what I mean? But shout out to Angel Reese, Sportswoman of the Year, 3 years in a row. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people had issue with that because they just have an issue with Angel Reese, which is
Right.
which
I don't,
disturbs
bro.
me.
She's selling tickets, bro. Like,
I mean, it's you know what I mean, when you're black, you're unapologetic, you black, and you're actually good at what you do, people
They're
hate
just
it.
mad. They're just gonna be
And
mad.
then
People
I talked
been
about
knocking
this
her for like having off games and shit like that, but I'm just like, bro, they still winning. And on
Right.
top of that, it's like,
And bro, it's her
okay,
second year in the
okay,
league.
so she missed a couple, nigga. Even Curry done shot air balls before, nigga. Okay, cool, like,
And plus, it's her second year in the league.
right.
Second year in the
What
league,
you
and she done
talking about
already
right
broke.
now?
She done broke a ton of records in her first year. So second year in the league. I said this on Welcome to Hollywood last week when I talked about it. You
She
know what I
doing
mean?
podcasts? No, she
With
doing
the
a lot.
Angel Reese thing is, to me, it's just disheartening because a lot of the Angel Reese criticism comes from black men.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, and it's annoying as hell. Like, you know what I mean, y'all get online every day, talk crazy about this girl, but in the same breath you praise the white one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is crazy. You know what I mean? You know, real RG3 like. You know what I mean? But you know, and also there was an incident last week that happened with Caitlin Clark. You know what I mean?
Right.
She got into it with two white girls.
Right.
They were
I ain't gonna
talking
lie, I
crazy.
love to see it. I love
Talking
it. I ain't
crazy.
gonna
And
lie.
I had to ask. I got on the internet and I asked RG3 himself. I said, yo, do these two white women, Marina Mabry, JC Sheldon, do they hate Caitlin Clark? Do they hate her? Because you said Angel Reese hates her, and you know
Right.
she hates her. I mean, you said you could tell she
Right.
hates her. I mean, you was in her mind, like you was a psychic. You know that
Right.
woman hates that woman. So I just wanted to know: do these two white women that went after her, do they hate her too, or does that not fit your narrative because
Right.
they two white
Exactly.
women?
Right.
I mean, but we know the game. We know what it is. I mean, Sportsman of the Year, Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champion. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Eagles. You know what I mean? You know, Jalen Hurts, real nigga. You know what I mean? And then the BET Her Award, Heart of a Woman, Summer Walker. Shout out to, you know what I mean? Shout out to Summer Walker. But yeah, that's the BET Award winners. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Also, just for y'all to know, Kendrick has won the best male hip hop artist the most times. I mean, you see. Since 2013.
When will your fave? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just sometimes someone's better than everybody else all the time.
2023, 2022, 23, 24, 25, Kendrick. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to Kendrick. He dominating right now. You know what I mean? Also, shout out to check out the Mad Raps. You know what I mean? Rhapsody, Mad Lib. You know what I mean? Beautiful collaboration. You know what I mean? I think it was a 2-track EP. You know what I mean? Still was fire. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to more.
No, there is. Something just came today. I forgot to send it to you. It was Erykah Badu and The Alchemist. New single as well. I forgot to share that. My bad.
Erykah and Alchemist, I like that combination.
Right? A new single. It's called Next to You. So get that wherever singles are streamed.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I'm about to put that on my playlist.
Just make it do.
But yeah,
sorry.
Shout out to Matt. And also, some more news before we get out of here. So, y'all had the Clips dropped a new song called "So Be It." Yeah, I mean, where Pusha T has some things to say about one Travis Scott.
Pusha T.
You know what I mean? Pusha T dissed Travis Scott in the "So Be It," and he explained why he dissed him. He said he interrupted a session. We weren't into the music. You know what I mean? Now he said he interrupted the session to play I think the song Meltdown that had eventually had Drake on it. You know what I mean? But he said he interrupted the session. We weren't into the music, but he wanted to play it. He wanted to film us listening to it. And then a week later you hear Meltdown, which he didn't play. All right, he didn't play that one. I mean, he played the song, but not Drake's verse. I mean, so he played Meltdown, but he didn't play Drake verse. You know what I mean? And he says basically, about Travis Scott. He don't have no picks, no loyalty to nobody. He'll jump around with whatever he feels is hot, or cling on to whatever he feels is hot. So that's where my issue comes in. Like, dog, don't even come over here with that, because at the end of the day, I don't play how y'all play. To me, that was really just like, he's a whore. You know what I mean? So he said Travis Scott's a whore. You know what I mean? He just jumps around and he clings on to whatever. And if you look at what happened last year with the whole Kendrick thing, yeah, I mean, he was the Kendrick and Drake thing. He was, you know what I mean, flipping sides. Like, in 1 minute you cool with Future and Metro, and then another minute you apologizing to Drake. Then another minute, like, you know what I mean. So it's like, but yeah, Pusha T diss Travis Scott on the new song "So Be It" by the Clips. It's out now. Yeah, I mean, you can go listen to it. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, Travis Scott, he doesn't have no picks, no loyalty to nobody. He's a whore. The filthy quality they have about themselves, the lack of loyalty, Travis really has that. He's proven. So he's proven to be a disloyal whore in the game. You know what I mean? Now, I'm gonna be honest. I love Pusha T, and I fucks with Travis Scott too, but nothing is going to come out of this. You know what I mean? Because Travis Scott ain't no diss record rapper, and we know damn well, bar for bar, there's nothing Travis Scott can do that's even going to move Pusha T to even say anything else. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was just a big thing because obviously it's Travis Scott. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. You know what I mean? But we know nothing's going to come out of this. But how y'all feel about the whole Pusha T versus Travis?
I think he's right. I mean, I think well said. Never been a fan of Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? I do think he's a bandwagon type. And I've never felt no connection to this nigga, especially when he speaks, like outside of rap. So, nah, it's...
Now we turn on sicko mode.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and agree there. I feel nothing for Travis Scott.
I
so
feel
whatever
nothing.
anyone says against him, I assume that to be true. Push T seems like the sort of person who would only say something that he knows to be true. So I'm going to go ahead and double down that Travis Scott is a whore. And in whatever designation that means, he's a piece of shit. I haven't even heard the song. I just agree on general principles.
Yeah, the song is called "So Be It." It's out now on YouTube, I believe. I don't think it's on the DSPs yet. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I want to say real quick. I give a lot of respect to Pusha T. Like, but he has remained relevant in his own like traditional way. You know what I'm saying? Like the traditional way of hip hop of
like you can pay
out
attention to if you want to, but I'm over here.
you know what I'm saying? Being authentic to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like he's always been Pusha T. Like, you feel me? Like, I fuck with him, bro. And I fuck with when Kendrick Lamar dropped a bar on him. That when Kendrick Lamar had that conversation with him, he was like, no, nigga, that's what you was supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He only points out corny niggas. He never, like, goes after the niggas that solidify. He like, nah, y'all good. But these niggas, you know what I'm saying? Drake,
Kendrick?
Travis, yeah.
I got also Kendrick is featured on a Clips record called Chains and Whips. That is a snippet of the Kendrick verse out right now. You know what I mean? So
the Lord's voice, and then you realize that the devil is talking to you. I'm not the kind
Benedict to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I sent your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids. Kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judas's that let me down? But fuck it, the West minds me right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genovese. I drop your Pentagon and show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Wear my gin and juice. Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch.
That's just a snippet. You know what I mean?
That sounds like the whole genre.
No, it was just that wasn't even the whole verse. It was more. You know what I mean? But that was just a minute of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? That drum about to drop. You know what I mean? You heard Kendrick on there talking this shit. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll certainly.
That's the verse that the record label wanted to get removed. You know what I mean?
Right. That was in the article.
That's not even crazy.
No, they said that. They said that it wasn't necessarily the content of the verse was objectionable. It was just the fact that Pusha plus Kendrick working together could be perceived like they were like, hey, not the same room. You guys.
Yeah, listen, man, y'all both already attacked this Canadian man.
I don't like the optics.
Like, maybe we shouldn't, and they were like, "No, we're fine." They're like, "No, don't." He was like, "What fucking mean? Like, I'm not gonna take him off the fucking track. What are we gonna do now? Like, where are we?"
According to
it feels like when your cousin come over to play, your parents like, nah, y'all niggas can't.
Y'all can't be together. No, can't leave these two niggas alone.
Yeah,
because y'all two niggas together, that's a problem.
But
yeah, the label said, no, we can't have y'all both bullying Drake. You know what I mean?
That would be disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. If they actually was to ever be like, you know what? Let's let these niggas would have heard this. Let's do it.
That would have been so lethal during the beef had Kendrick said, you know what?
Oh my god. Imagine.
You know what I mean? Hop on this joint real quick.
I can see like give them niggas like a CJ intro from GTA, like, oh shit. Here we go again.
Yeah, man.
And just spin the block on this nigga, like, bro. That was.
Well, they said Drake spinning the block. They said your man OVO Mall said on Iceman it got a nuclear bomb on it.
No.
Come on, bro.
Do you know why it's a lie? Because he told you it was coming.
Definitely.
He wanted you to believe it was true before it happened.
I see through the media games. That's just to get niggas hyped for the album, man.
I'm not.
Like, we know it's gonna be some subliminal Kendrick shit on there, but
he just doesn't have the capacity to lose in public. Like he just doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to lose with grace. He doesn't have any real ability for it.
Which made him cool. When he lost to Pusha, he was like, I lost. He got me. And he was cool. He kept his cool. Niggas think that Drake was untouchable because he always recovered. But the reason why he always recovered was because he always kept a sense of grace. Like he was the light-skinned nigga that seemed like the neighborhood kid that didn't really seem like he really wanted to fight or whatever like that. Niggas just respected the fact that he stood his ground in both instances. Even in this one, niggas was like, at least he got in the booth, and we respect that. But nobody in America, nobody respects a sore loser. Nobody. Nobody. Because it don't matter what sport, nigga. Anytime niggas lose blatantly and they act like that, we don't fuck with that. That's not how we don't jam.
We not fucking with you. Because you can't be the one to... we see it all the time, like in comment, you know, a nigga on the block, he call you out. Yeah, I mean, all right, we get into it, and then after us getting into it, I whoop your ass. Now you want to start crying, you want to start copping pleas, doing all this other, like, bro, you the one that called me out.
You know what it remind me of?
You called me out, nigga.
You know that? You know what this
I just
reminds me
finished
of?
it.
Y'all niggas ever seen Menace to Society?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm surprised, man. Okay, so all right, so anyways, moving past that, I forget what the OG nigga name was, right? But remember when that nigga Kane was sitting in the room with him and he kept on trying to play with Jada, like bruh was like, man, hand me the gun. He was like, man, what you finna do with that, bruh? And then he pistol whipped the shit out the nigga, right? Boom.
Oh, the
When the
nigga
homie
changed it.
was they in the crib, the nigga knotted up and shit. He was like, man, that nigga can't whoop your ass. He was like, yeah, but
Right.
I got some for him. And he was
I
like,
got the
about to
tape.
snitch and drop a tape. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody respects that, bro. You
Right.
lost. Took
Right.
the L or fight back, nigga. But what we not gonna do is be a sore loser,
Right.
be mad, and then
The
do some
L.
snake shit like with Drake and trying to press charges. Like niggas don't respect that, bro. It's uncultured.
Like you told a nigga drop. He dropped, and now
That
you
was
like
cute.
sue,
Drop.
sue,
Cute
sue.
that they did the that he put the drop in the in the intro for the song. Like this is
Because Drake was the whole time he talking about some drop.
This is
Then he
what
on Instagram as
You said you went from drop to at your last song being like, man, y'all really got this.
right. Y'all really burnt this shit out.
Wow, I
You really
expect
burnt this shit out.
You like you burnt this shit out. I
Pedestal.
don't even want to do this shit no more. You know what I mean? You went from drop. You went from telling this nigga. You went on Instagram talking about some. Use this as the they don't have nothing to drop button. You know what I mean?
I remember that. I follow him, but I
Niggas-
guess I follow someone who screenshot him and put it up, and I saw it, and I went, "Oh,
Man. But
Nigga
yeah,
said
man.
you better have a quintuple entendre and
I'm
all.
like, oh, he's like, yeah, I got
He
something
gave it
for
to
you.
you.
He said, I got an entendre for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
nerve, the nerve, the gall, the unmitigated audacity to say you better have something in the tank." Aubrey Graham told Kendrick Lamar, "You better come with something." How dare you? It's been like a year and a half.
Because
Like,
he had that supreme belief that he was better than Kendrick. He just
it's
felt
been
like
a year and a half that
he
they-
felt like
He
he was
even
better.
said in the last
He
song, he's
loved
like,
that
and then you
song.
talking about you got 5 more songs. Like, I was like, of course.
Yeah,
You
of course,
thought this
nigga.
nigga
This
was
is what you
joking?
wanted, right?
This
You
you
is
asked
the-
for.
really
Yes, I
asked
got more
for
shit to
this.
drop. You said
I
drop.
didn't give you anything that you didn't ask for.
This the smoke you wanted, bruh. Yeah,
You
man.
wanted this. You wanted it. You didn't.
I could tell at the last song, his writers gave the fuck up.
Yeah.
You could tell at the last song.
I don't know.
These
Once he
niggas
said that
said,
shit about if I was fucking underage girls, I would have been arrested. I was like, yeah, bro.
yeah, he said, all right, y'all niggas get the fuck out of here.
I'm like, yeah, this joint right here, dog.
I never
Yeah,
slept with
man.
Millie Bobby.
He kicked everybody out the studio.
Like we never said you did sleep
You
with
never
us. so
said her
yeah,
name. What you
He
talking
wrote
You
it
never
about?
put it up.
He wrote it in the car on the way to the studio. Like he had no plans. Just
Like
That's my
whoever
favorite song
was
across the whole
around
beat. I
him,
don't know if y'all know that.
whoever greenlit that John, they just
nobody.
The-
That's the point. He's too
they
big.
ain't proofread. The writers ain't proofread.
Hard Part
Before,
6
I
is
mean-
my favorite this song throughout the whole beat. Because I laugh so hard every time I listen to that shit. I love that song. I love that song. You know when Chris Tucker did that impression of Michael Jackson when he was like he loved Rick Ross. I love that song, Chris. I love that song. That's my shit every time.
Oh man. But yeah, Drake took that L. A year later, Kendrick's still on the victory lap. Shout out to Kendrick.
It's one of the best things I've ever seen. Like I don't know how else to say it. It's just it's
I mean,
that good.
But Iceman is dropping this summer, so we'll see.
What
We'll
does
see
that
what
mean?
we'll see what he got on there. You know
What
what I mean?
does
If
that
that,
mean?
I don't know. It just means
I think that's Drake, is what he's saying.
Drake is Iceman. That's his new album dropping. You know what I
Are
mean?
you implying that you're gonna listen to it?
I have to because I'm a host of a music podcast, so I have to.
You
listen.
ain't got to do that to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
You can take an actual stand and say
I got to report.
some people are bad people, and they don't get
the same way you said with the DDG thing. You can do the same thing.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening to DDG no way. Yeah, I mean, but still.
Isn't it more important though that you would take a stand against someone that you would have listened to?
I mean,
instead say,
I'm still listen to Iceman.
Fuck you.
Still listen to it just so I can see
fuck
if it's good or not. You know what I mean? And if it's ass, that'll be the only time I listen to it. You know what I mean?
And if it's good, that's the moral of the story is what if it's good? What if a bad person makes something good? Do you choose to listen to the good thing and say that you divorce it from the bad person?
I mean, people do it all the time. Separate the art from the artist. You know what I mean? We had this conversation before.
It's a very thin tight rope.
I forgot. No, you're right. I forgot that's where that was going to lead to. My bad.
You know what I mean? It's a thin line.
But
you know what I mean?
It's a thin line. Because I say it's on a case by case scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like before a certain He on People candidate came to the surface, he made our childhoods and family reunions lit.
Yeah, whatever.
It's hard to divorce that memory from what happened after the fact. It's hard to, when you hear those songs, I don't hear the bad person. I hear, I remember when we went to this cookout. Oh, I remember when I smashed this shorty. Oh, I remember when we played this in the club. I remember we heard this at the skating rink.
I understand all of that.
It's hard to divorce that.
I understand all of that. And I'm saying that the difficult thing is the choosing to just segment that off because that person no longer gets to.
Yeah, eventually.
I don't think that that's a representation of your morality because that person has already been. He's gotten his due. He you know what I mean? He went to jail. The nigga, he literally tried to put out an album. It got knocked out like to where he can't get no sales from it. He's already out. Nigga, ain't nothing me listening to a song that's gonna make his situation
profiting from that music, and you know that it is not the young gals that were harmed. So you know what I mean? So just like, yes, it's in that thing of just like at some point you have to choose.
Yeah, at some point.
What's okay and what's not. And
I'm gonna be honest though.
Everybody.
I've been, I mean, I kind of fell off on Drake music, to be honest. Anyway,
me,
I mean, especially
too. Like when I hear
something just like, it's like it just starting to sound the same. You know what I mean? So it's just like
it's called
I listen to it if it. I mean, like I'm gonna listen to the album. I'm not even gonna say it and cap to y'all when it come out. I'm gonna listen to it, but I'm not anticipating this joint like I was the last couple ones. You know what I mean? It's because it's like, okay.
I didn't listen to the last one. I won't listen to this one. But like, even when I haven't trolled my library to delete every Drake thing that is in there, which isn't much. But when it does come on, I do tend to skip it. Like I hear his voice and just like, no. Like it doesn't. It's just I don't want to hear it. Even whatever.
The music don't hit the same after that L.
I just don't want it. I just don't want it. I don't like it. It doesn't. Blah blah.
But yeah, but you know, we're gonna be back next week. We're gonna get into this reviewing of Luther Vandross' Never Too Much, the documentary.
I am so excited. This is so fun.
I hope it's good.
You know, I love a documentary.
I don't know if we went over it or not. I know I mentioned it to y'all. I don't remember if we went over it, but when they did the help me out, who's the Papa said go to rehab. What's her name?
Amy Winehouse.
Amy Winehouse. When they did that movie, I actually liked it. So I don't know if we ever went over it. That was a good one. So I hope this is as good as that one is what I was going to say.
Wait,
we could check that one out too.
If we didn't, I mean, it's fine. I'm not saying we should. I don't think we did. With the fact that it was good, I hope this meets that same like surprised because I didn't think that movie was gonna be good. It was good to me, so I hope this one.
It's a biopic, no?
Yeah.
And
This is a documentary.
This
is a dog.
This is like a straight documentary.
Yeah, it's a documentary.
I would have loved the actual. Yeah, I would have loved the biopic. That'd been.
Yeah, no, this is like this. Yeah, this is that. I mean,
so this is just
see the.
No, I take that back.
I mean, what was the last documentary?
When we watched that shit was top tier for me.
Right.
That's one of the best fucking documentaries I've ever seen in my life.
Which one?
So, the Extensio.
Oh, the XXX Tentacion. Yeah.
Shit was amazing. Man,
John.
I don't care what your grievances are with the nigga. You cannot take away that his story was amazing. The nigga literally documented his whole travel to fame, showing him like sleeping in cars and his fucked up, living situation with his mom, not having his dad in his life, his music, how he decided to go about it through the, posting it in the early stages of the internet, and his partners actually doing this method to get his music out there, to starting off in clubs, to film, creating his whole fan base, bro. Like, and then having his fall off where he, got to the domestic stuff with his girl. And bro, you cannot tell me that's not a great story. I'm not sitting here saying you gotta like the nigga, but to sit here and say that wasn't a great documentary,
I mean, it was an eye-opening experience.
That shit was fire, nigga. That shit was A1.
Are you waiting for me to tell you what you just said I can't tell you, or you can't tell me that it's not possible for me to tell you? Because I actually can tell you that no, it's not an amazing story that some 18-year-old asshole with a fucking cell phone recorded everything he did, including being shitty to other people and hurting other people and then getting famous and then dying. Oh,
that's minimizing his story. He wasn't like that's focusing on one aspect of the nigga. I feel like I think that's so odd that people don't like get. We live in a new age in today's society where niggas is not human no more.
Tell it what new age we live in.
That's just weird to me. Like, there was a time in life when niggas did shit and niggas was like, yeah. Like, it was understandable, like, yeah, like, people fuck up in life. People make mistakes. People are not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
They're not.
Yeah, he did some fucked up shit, but that was not the totality of his personality, my nigga. And the imprint that he left on this world and the fans that he tells, his music still lives today. This nigga was a fucking genius. And I think God thank Zell from this day from introducing me to this.
Thanks for tuning in,
this nigga was not on my radar.
Next week, because sometimes people say things that just are words outside in the atmosphere. You can like him without him having to be claimed as a fucking genius. This is. I'm not gonna say it. 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 Don't tell him who we're talking about. Nobody tell him. I don't want to do it right now.
X was a genius.
There it is.
He was ahead of his time.
You know what?
He was on track to be one of the greats.
You know what I've done? I've made mistakes. You know what I haven't done?
Incredible influence off of music.
People in the way that he hurt people. I haven't.
But you've hurt people though. You've hurt people. You have hurt people, right?
Zell, blink twice if you're okay.
No, we don't all hurt people the same way, but we all hurt people different ways.
Hang on.
You know
just because you want to make a song does not mean you are entitled to forgiveness from everyone because you did awful shit. And so, as that, I don't. Not only do I not have to.
Just because you're not entitled to forgiveness doesn't mean that you shouldn't be forgiven.
I also don't enjoy the shit.
He apologized for what he did.
So fucking what?
The victim.
Hey, listen, man.
wait,
I'm not sending you
yo,
anywhere.
the victim of
so I don't have to forgive
the victim of what happened forgave him.
forever.
Hey, she forgave him, but she don't have. But Mallory don't have to.
Right. And then on
You know
top of
what I
that, let's keep it a beam, bro. When I saw that, when I watched the documentary,
Why
he slept with his homie.
Why is an abuse victim
What are we talking about right now?
on camera?
Definitely.
Yes, I forgive him.
She
And
said it
why
late.
am
She
I
said
not-
it years later. Like
You
after they
talking
broke
about
up.
a nigga that was already admittedly
Listen.
telling motherfuckers he had anger issues.
Okay.
He had mommy issues from the way his mama treated him
What do you want from me?
and
Like,
his mom being
And he
promiscuous
had
and shit like that.
actual psychological issues.
He had shit going on, and he was young as fuck, living on the street.
diagnosed
And
bipolar.
you triggered this nigga, and he had a reaction, not excusing it, but we not gonna pretend that it's not
He's a human
understandable.
being, and we can.
Lots of
He's a
human
human being.
mess up. Lots of human
I
beings
don't
mess
care.
up.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means to you.
That
But
doesn't
to
mean
me,
that-
it doesn't mean that I have to believe.
What about all
that
the
this
lives that
person-
he saved? He hurt a person, but what
That's
about all the
crazy.
lives that he saved? What about,
Listen,
why is that
two
crazy?
things can be true. All right, people can like his music,
saved any lives.
and also people cannot like his music.
And I
is what
also
it is.
want to point out that the ex that he did
I mean,
this to.
you can like him,
not
and
about his
you
music.
can't like him.
Hold on, I want to.
Bad, and I
I
don't
want to
care.
also hold on. I want to also point out that the ex that he did that to was saying like, oh, she used to self harm, and when she used to self harm, the only person that would look out for her to make sure that she wasn't self harming and would actually give her a safe haven because she also came because she also came from a bad background that he was supporting her and actually giving her a place to live.
What codependency is, and two hurt people being around each other can
But-
make themselves
Exactly.
He was
Two
only
hurt people,
6
which
years old.
do what? Hurt people. That's what
He was a little-
happens.
He was a little boy. He couldn't even go to the bar. Like he was still learning,
What are
and he
you
had to
I
do.
mean, listen, regardless of
Hey,
all the,
end this fucking show. This is
yeah, regardless of all the whatever.
Gross,
What? How is that gross? How is that gross?
Listen, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this before we
Development
move on.
better as a person. How is that
We're
gross?
gonna move on.
develop as a person.
We're
He
gonna
died.
move on from this topic. I'm gonna just say this. We're gonna
Yeah,
move
I'm
on.
over it. I'm over it. Bye.
We all over it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm not over it.
I mean, you can still do right for people and be wrong at the same time. Like,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Two
You
things.
can be wrong and still do right by people.
You know what I
Or
mean?
you can be a person who does bad things and good things, and then you die, and you don't get to fucking let the people who after you live say, well, he did more good things than bad things. No, maybe he just did an equal amount of fucking good and bad things, and he's just a piece of shit person. That's okay too.
I mean,
But if he does an equal amount of good and bad, how does that make him a piece of shit? Doesn't that make him?
I'm sorry.
I mean, we don't know the totality.
You're
of
right.
his,
You're right.
Why do
You're
we
right.
round down? Why do we
You're
round
right.
down?
No,
If
we
we
know the totality of his good or bad
Well,
marriage.
you're right. There's a
I mean-
very important reason for you to believe that he has to round up to a decent person so you can listen to his shitty fucking music and say that he was gonna be better if he had just lived
Diddy music
longer.
is crazy.
Stop being a shitty.
he was dead, he was already getting
Oh
better.
my god,
as he
I
was
don't
alive.
care. No,
People
he
gonna have
wasn't
their opinions. People gonna have their opinions. You're gonna have people that love him,
in
and
line.
you're gonna have people that don't. And that's
Why,
it.
why,
Oh my god. Oh my
why
god.
choose to
Yeah,
believe
it.
people
That's
lying?
it.
yeah, well, I choose to believe he was lying.
That's it. You got people that like him. You got people that
Yeah,
don't. That's it.
that was one time.
You know what I mean? And that's fine.
It was
No, I
one.
get it. No, I get it.
People don't like him. People do. That's with anybody in life. You know what I mean? Sheesh. I don't even remember what the fuck I was about to do.
Yeah, my bad, homies. I was outside coughing. I think I inhaled something. I think we got caught in my.
But yeah, moving on from the discourse. You know what I mean? That was
What? We all like to.
It was an awful tangent, and you know it. It was
Wasn't
for
awful.
no reason.
It wasn't awful.
yeah. I mean,
Nothing.
sometimes it's best to not climb certain hills. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
It'll be,
Because it's
but
nowhere.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Everyone's to nowhere.
we get to the who said that. You know what I mean? Run to me. All the world. Let's put it off. They don't deserve your funny charms. They don't make you feel sane. If there's no one left to say goodbye to, if
Wait,
there's
I
no
know.
last message to impart, oh, your tires are left behind you. Who said that?
Wait,
I don't know. Is it Lil Wayne?
ew. No,
The
no.
only reason why I said that is because the Shakespeare nigga was writing his shit. That's the only
No,
reason why I said that.
It's not Lil Wayne. It's not even a rapper.
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't think so. That's why I said Shakespeare. That's why I said I was like, that's why that's what it sounds like.
No, it's a song. I'm
It's
trying
a
to
song.
find the melody.
So what genre? R&B?
Is it Hosier? No.
It's not Hosier.
No, shut up. I said no. No, I
that's
said not.
no,
Hosier. I
that's
said it
that
not.
song.
Is it?
Is it a rock song, R&B song? Like give me a genre.
Shut up.
It's
Wait.
an R&B genre.
Um,
It's an R&B genre.
Shut up.
All the
Yeah, I heard
world wants to put it off. They don't deserve you from the throne. They don't make you feel the same.
I know it. I'm gonna punch myself in the face.
Message to impart. Oh, your time.
I know it.
I don't know, but I feel like these lyrics are trash.
They're not. Shut up.
You're
I just.
right. They don't deserve your funny charms.
Yeah, I mean,
Run,
we talked
run
about
to me.
we talked about this woman before on the show.
We've talked about a lot of women.
Okay, wait, no, that was a clue. Shut up. Wait.
We talked about every
that was-
artist ever.
No, we
bro.
don't.
We have.
Was a clue. We talked about her on the show, so that could be.
I hope it ain't Megan.
Solange.
You said it ain't rap, so
Solange, Kate Bush.
we talked about
It's
her
more,
on
it's
the
more
show.
like rockish, like rock.
Singers.
It's like rock, but it's not rock.
It's rock.
Evanescence.
I don't know, gang.
He said she, so I'm thinking like Sheryl Crow.
Stevie
Nicks. That could be good.
We talked
Not
about her
Mac.
outside of her music.
She's part of a Grammy Award winning group.
Fuck! Shut up! Beyonce.
Paramore?
Wait a minute.
Is it Paramore? No.
This is Beyonce.
It's not Beyonce.
Fergie.
Not Fergie. Her name does start with a B though, but it's not Beyonce.
She was in a Grammy-winning group. Starts with a B, not Beyonce.
And she's from Nashville.
Ooh.
Nashville, Tennessee.
The group name got Alabama in it.
No, shut up! No!
The what?
It's Brittany Howard.
Brittany Howard.
It's Brittany Howard.
No!
We talked about her on the show.
I knew it. I was like, I know the lyrics to this. I was trying to find the melody in my head.
Nope.
I think I was the closest before we got to it.
Brittany Howard.
What's the song?
The song is "Run to Me" by Brittany Howard.
I'm gonna punch myself
Obviously.
in the face. I said I'm gonna punch myself in the face. Can you play a little piece of it? Just a little piece. Shut up. Just a little piece of it. Just a smidgen.
This is all right. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. But yeah, that was Brittany Howard. Run to Me. I thought that was gonna get well.
No, that's no.
Really?
We should have. We are bad for that. Damn.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I could play it for you.
Damn.
Yeah, I could play it. Yeah, man.
Just a smidge, damn.
Just. It's actually a good song. I was listening to it.
There's another one I play all the time. I should send it to you. I don't have a chat.
Run to me. Run to me. And I will be your partner when you can't stand to be alone. Run to me. Run to me. funny being free and wild. There's no joy all on your own. There's no weapon against this loneliness. It says my loving arms. If you're feeling like a stranger, caught out in the rain, know there's a garden waiting. Call out to me. Run to me. Oh, the world, let's put it off.
All right, yo.
Run to me.
Yeah, bro. I don't know that, John.
You don't know that, John?
I don't know that one. But
Hell, know that one.
you knew that, John? That was your. What you?
I just listened to it today and I picked the lyrics.
Oh, shit.
Wait, that's the first time you heard it was today?
Yeah.
What made you want to listen to that, John?
I was just listening to the album, the whole album.
Wait, today's the first time you heard that album?
Yeah. The Jamie album, yeah, it was the whole first time.
This hold on that, John?
No.
That's my jam right there.
No,
She's
yes,
tough.
okay,
Yo,
so
Brittany Howard can actually sing, yo.
why do
Yo,
you
I
say
should
that like
yo,
it's
this
like
one
a
song,
surprise?
Hold On, bro. That John go hard.
I love that song.
That song is
Okay, wait.
fire.
So, I think
Oh, it's called Hold On.
It's called Hold On.
yes. All right. So before Brittany Howard went solo, she was in the Alabama Shakes, which is an incredible band.
Oh
an
yeah, I guess
incredible
it's about a band.
It's a fantastic band.
Oh, so yeah, it's the Alabama Shake song.
She's the lead singer of that band.
Oh, my
I'm
bad.
almost certain that I have recommended songs from that band before. That
Yeah, I'm gonna add it to the
song we
playlist.
just heard was from a solo album that
Solo
she
song.
did called Jamie. I have that album.
That John Hold On, that John will save a life.
It
bro.
was heavy. It
Will
was
Save a
not
Life?
It'll
great,
save a life.
but I would recommend the
I'm gonna
album.
listen to it.
Actually, yes. Before we go, can we play like literally 20 seconds of Hold
You're not
On?
allowed to put. We already
Just
got one.
because,
Hold on.
yes, that's a
Hold
completely
on.
different feeling. I forgot that.
No. If this is payback for talking about the documentary, I'm sorry. I'm
That's
sorry.
fair. No, that's
We ain't
fair.
got to do that.
Fair. No, I forgot that song does feel like punishment. Hold On feels like redemption.
What?
Bless my heart, bless my soul. I didn't think I'd make it to 22 years old. There must be someone up above. Saying, come on, Brittany, you got to come on now. You got to hold on. Yeah, you got to
All right, yeah, I can fuck with that, John. You know what I mean?
Yo,
You know what I mean?
what?
Yo,
I can hold on. I can hold on. I can fuck with that. John.
Up on that thing, man. It gets.
I mean, shout out to Brittany Howard.
You know what? I forgot because I did. You know why I didn't recognize that? Because I did not like that album. I have that album. I have
like
the
that album.
physical CD of that album from the song that you chose. I didn't recognize it because I didn't listen to it that often. I listened to it once. I didn't like it that much. I did
Damn.
not like
Shit hurt like a
the
motherfucker.
solo project. Her in the Alabama Shakes is a hell of fire.
Shout out to the Alabama Shakes. Speaking of Alabama Shakes,
solo album as much as I hoped I would. I've seen her live.
Mhm.
She's fantastic.
Fantastic.
I just can't say enough, but I did not like that album. I did not like that song. That's why I didn't recognize it.
Oh, well, hold on. Be on the playlist. The Zell, you got. I mean, we need a
That's
playlist.
not on my place. I forgot. I mean, I forgot about that. I forgot about that
Please
song.
listen to Hold On.
I could. I mean, I
Add
got the John
Woo!
right here.
Yeah,
I mean, let me just add Hold On to it since we
it's
just.
so
All right, if adding Hold On by the Alabama Shakes, that's going to make my song list 26. I had 25. I thought 25 was just like a nice playlist number, you know?
Yeah. I shortened mine significantly. I got like 30 songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you want me to like just. I don't know how to send it though. I'm on Apple Music.
I mean, I got Apple Music, so I mean,
you
all
want
gotta do is
which one?
just send me the link, like, cause I know you can share it. Just send it to me, and then I'll post it on the socials.
All right. I mean, I guess can y'all see? I guess can y'all read any of these names? Oh yeah. Well.
And then he can post it or put it.
Well, I'm gonna send it to him, and then he's gonna post it. But just right now for the show,
right?
You don't really.
I
mean, you could just list off a few songs that you got.
List off a few. All right. I mean, a few. I got. Nobody gonna probably recognize a lot of these songs. I mean, I got what. When is that's by AZ Chike. When is Bag Hit, Shawty Main. I got Joe by Rima. I got what else I got? I got Masego on this John, Tadal, y'all know that John.
Mm-hmm.
I got Alkaline, I Told You I Was Right. I got Went Legit, Herbo. I got Advanced Joy John on this shit.
You chilling today.
I got Stevie Wonder track, Part Time Lover. And, I mean, I got some Skrilla. It's all over the place, guys.
Definitely.
Real quick, because we only like skip over kind of the whole BET Awards. Just like two highlights. One, shout out to Kai Cenat for streaming BET for the first time. That was fire. Actually showing the behind the scenes and all that stuff. So shout out to Kai Cenat. And also shout out to Jamie Foxx because they gave him like a tribute. And boy, that had to have been one of the best tributes I have ever seen in my life.
Yo, Jennifer Hudson
killed it. Before the show, we watched as many clips as we could find to BET Awards. There were so many good performances.
Jennifer Hudson, she's singing right, but it don't even look like she's trying. It barely look like
she. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Effortless vocals.
I forgot she was that fire.
Bro, she just be whatever
I forgot she was that
want to make, bro.
You've ever seen that thing?
Like, Jennifer Hudson, she went far in the vocalist tournament. I remember.
No, Jennifer Hudson.
She should have probably won the whole thing.
If it was by decibel, yeah, Jennifer Hudson would have cleared.
She killed that shit, boy.
This was probably the best BET Awards in probably like a decade.
Bro, was this the best BET Awards, yo? Because we had some real good.
They had really good performances.
Yeah, within the past 10 years, this the best one. This was the best one.
Kendrick went up there and was like, "Yo, I like how all y'all look, how all y'all dressed." Because it sounds like he hasn't been there in a while because he don't really like the energy there. But it's like now he showed up. It's like, yo, I like.
Also, shout out to Jamie Foxx, for everything that he's contributed.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Shout out to his daughter for being there.
Shout out to his kids, man.
Because I just want to say, had his daughter not been there with him, we probably wouldn't have him.
Right. And you can tell it meant a lot. I thought it was very beautiful to see his kids actually be hyped for his music and be celebratory. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I'm saying though, like when you a parent, a lot of kids when they raise underneath you, they like, I'm not that's my daddy shit. You know what I mean? They don't really be a fan of their actual parent. Like you introduce them to, like, you know, Dave Chappelle and his son. Like, he's like, oh, I want to go see Kevin Hart. He's like, nigga, I'm Dave Chappelle. Like, you know, I ain't never heard you, you know what I'm saying, want to come to one of my shows or whatever. But he like, oh, because, you know, that's his dad. But if Kevin Hart is different. So I'm like, his kids was like rocking out to his music and crying and being hype and singing all the lyrics. I thought that was the most beautiful thing about it. Like, that was a beautiful thing.
Shout out to Jay Fox. But last but not least, and we'll get out of here, we got your album of the week. Shout out to you got The Color Chocolate 2 by Shay Noir. You know what I mean? That's your album of the week. You know what I mean?
That's dope. I like the cover. That's fire.
Shout out to the you know, the women, the rappers. You know what I mean? She one of the best. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't, like, you know, we was talking about Doechii, you know what I mean, Glorilla, Meg, and them type of stuff, but, you know what I mean, want to hear some bars for real, for real. You know what I mean, check her out. She got, you know what I mean, arguably, she rap better than all of them. You know what I mean? Argues. Like,
yeah.
I mean, so,
yeah.
Just check it out. You know what I mean? The Color Chocolate 2. You know what I mean? Check that out. So. But yeah, we back next week. Luther Vandross documentary review, Never Too Much. You know what I mean? So we're going to check that out. We're going to bring that to you, talk about some Luther Vandross. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my playlist on fire. I'm just letting y'all know.
Definitely. And then, well, our next playlist will be brought to you by Mallard. And then we got Con Man rounding it out. Yeah, we all giving a playlist. We all got creative.
Make y'all playlist however long or short y'all want. It's your playlist.
I mean, I say I just cap it to like 20-ish. 20-ish to 30.
I need to know parameters. I
didn't know about this for a certain amount of time that you're going to have a playlist on and you can run through it.
I forgot about this, so I haven't.
How long is my playlist? I'll tell y'all right now.
I mean, you got a whole week. You good.
My playlist is.
So, yeah, I mean, we out here. We'll see y'all next week.
My playlist is 1 hour and 30 minutes.